Okay, it's finally time to have a big old life update and fill you in on some news that I have got to tell you guys. I don't even know how to start this video, if I'm very honest. Like, it's all just, everything's happened so fast. I didn't expect to be doing this video this week. And yeah, it's just a bit of a weird time. Like, so much is going on. I feel like I haven't even caught my breath and like processed it all. I mean, I kind of have processed it a little bit because I've had a week, and I feel like if I was doing this video last Sunday, I'd have probably been crying and all emotional. But here we are. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you will have saw that this past week I have been selling all of my furniture. I've had so many DMs like, what's going on? Like, are you moving? I obviously did put like a little statement out there just to clarify that I have not bought a house. I am not, you know, moving out with Mitchell into a new home or anything like that, but I am moving out and I'm saying goodbye to this place, which is such a big thing for me. And I'm actually moving in with Mitchell, but at his house. So this is something that honestly only came to light last Sunday. You guys will know that for like the past year, I have wanted to move out and buy a house. Like, that is something obviously on my goal list. It's something that I want to do with Mitchell, and it is something we are going to do. But right now just isn't the time. Like, financially, this place is costing me so much money. There is another fly in this room. I've already just got rid of one, and here we are with another one, and it keeps off-putting me with this conversation. Obviously, this place costs me a lot of money to rent. Like, it is extortionate, and you know, I don't like to say the term dead-end money with rent. I know essentially it is, but I just think it's a little bit offensive when people say that, you know, like, it is what it is. It's your circumstance. And when you don't have money for a deposit, or, you know, even if that's just not your lifestyle and you don't want to buy a home, I think it's then really offensive when people are like, oh, you're renting, it's dead-end money. Anyway, that isn't the conversation we're having. But yeah, essentially what I'm paying here to live is, it's costing a lot. Now, obviously with the rising bill costs and things, like my recent gas bill was 550 quid, like, just to put it into perspective. So I know I'm chucking a lot of, let's say, dead money at this place. And that's money that I could be saving, you know. I think I also mentioned this on Instagram, but basically I had a massive tax bill last year, a massive tax bill. If you guys know a little bit about self-employment, then you can either set up as a sole trader or limited company when, you know, you set up a business. I set up as sole trader. I knew nothing about this when, you know, I went full-time with YouTube and stuff and what's the right way to do things, and I've always done things myself and whatever. But essentially, the better way to be when you've got like a business and you're earning a certain amount of money is to be limited. And because I've been wanting to get a mortgage, I am now at that stage where if I turn limited, then it basically effectively puts my accounts to zero. But doing it as a sole trader, I mean, I'm not here like trying to like tell you all the things about accounts and stuff, but to cut it short, because I'm a sole trader, I have had to pay a lot of tax in order to show a higher income to get a mortgage. That's all you need to know, basically. So I've had a massive tax bill to pay off, a massive fucking tax bill. To be fair, I probably shouldn't have done it like that, but this is another conversation for another day. But yeah, so all of these things, it's just meaning that I'm not able to save as much as I want every month, basically. I'm just gonna be truthfully honest with you. Like, I don't hide things around here. I don't try and like cover things and sugarcoat things. But yeah, like, it's costing me a lot. You know, I'm chucking a lot of money away at the moment living here, and, you know, pay my tax bill off and things like that. So I then have Mitchell, who is eagerly waiting to buy a house with me, and it's just not the right time. Like, I could afford to put a deposit on a house right now and get a house with him, but it would also mean that I wouldn't have money then left over to live and to buy things for our house and to renovate our house, or whatever it would be that we would want to do to this house that we would buy together. So for me, I am just not in the position to buy a house with him at the moment. Obviously, he's got his equity, he's in a good position, that's cool, but for me, it's just not. And I feel like when you're in a relationship, you have to kind of understand these situations between you as a couple, compromise and listen, and, you know, make alternative solutions. Can't even speak. So yeah, basically the solution that we've came up with is me to stop renting, move into his, to save some money by doing that. Obviously, you know, I'll contribute to bills and whatnot, but the bigger picture is I'm essentially going to be saving what I'm paying here for my rent and bills a month by moving into Mitchell's, which is a big number, you know, like, it's a lot. And then also it just takes a lot of pressure off me because, you know, it's a lot of money that I have to earn to like be covering my outgoings at the moment. And again, I'm not gonna lie, work's a bit quiet at the moment. It's weird. Like, it's such a weird period of time with YouTube. You get this though, you get months that are quieter. It's like any self-employed job. You get months that are quieter, you get months that are busier. But yeah, anyway, I feel like I'm really rambling about this whole situ, but I'm just trying to give you like a big picture of it and just be really transparent with you. Because I feel like you don't always get that on YouTube. But maybe I am oversharing too much. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, the bottom line is, do you know what? Someone said this to me the other day. Small pain, big gain. Something like that. Oh, short-term pain, long-term gain. That was what it was. I think it was my cousin, actually. And it's so true, and that's really stuck with me. I mean, I'm not that I'm saying that this is a pain. I'm really making this out to be negative that I'm moving in with Mitchell. Like, obviously, it is so exciting that I'm moving in with him and I'm going to be living with him. Like, you know, I don't want to, like, take that away. Like, I am obviously really excited about actually living with him and stuff. But as you can probably understand, like, me to be moving out of here, it's a huge deal for me. Like, it's a massive thing. I've got a luxury barn conversion. It's so nice where I live. Like, I can honestly say I've never been happier, like, living here. I'm just so at peace. I'm just so happy. Like, I come home every day and I'm just so grateful that I live here. Like, I really, really am. Obviously, there is downfalls about this place, like the lighting being one and not enough areas to film and things, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, on the whole, it is a big decision that I'm making moving. I know it's the right one. I know it's a sensible one. But like I say, I'm moving into a 2-bed semi. So it's going to be a life adjustment for me. It's going to be crazy because I have all of this stuff. Hence why I'm selling it. I know I could put it in storage. It's just, to be honest with you, I'm just glad to see the back of it now. I've had it for 3 years. I feel like when we move, is it going to fit? Is it going to be what we want then? So yeah, I'm just getting rid. I'm taking a few things to Mitchell's, like my bed, my bedside tables. But yeah, anyway, that is where we're at. And it'll be nice as well to actually live together before we do buy a place. A lot of people have said that to me. Like, not that I think that me and Mitchell wouldn't be capable of living together, because, you know, you know each other. Like, we've been together 2 years now. We know, like, maybe things that annoy us about each other. Maybe we might find out more when we live together, like you probably do when you live together. But yeah, like, there's going to be no problems. But I do think it is a sensible move to, you know, live with someone maybe a bit before you do commit to buying a house. It's always good, isn't it? Just to make sure you can live with each other. But yeah, so, oh, I feel like I need a drink. 1 second. Basically, that is the news that I've been waiting to tell you. And obviously I couldn't tell you until today because I had to have my notice in. So luckily I was on like a roll-on contract with my tenancy. So it meant that I only had to give 4 weeks notice. So from today, I've given them 4 weeks notice. So that is when I'm moving out. And yeah, I can't believe it. Like I say, this is literally something we sat and spoke about properly on Sunday. Like, we had a real serious chat about like our next steps in our relationship and what we're doing. And we just came to the decision that this is for the best. It's going to move things up faster. It's going to obviously take me out of renting. And yeah, it's just going to push us forward. Like, it really is for the best. I think it's a really good decision because, like I say, I'm then going to be living at his. I've condensed all my stuff down as well because, God, could you imagine if we did buy a place, like, and we've got to sort everything at his house, sort everything at my house, you know? So that's why we now have the next 4 weeks to sort everything out at mine, because I have a lot of stuff, guys. Like, if you didn't already realise, I just own so much stuff. I've got my whole shed with all my Christmas stuff in. I've just got a lot of stuff, all my wardrobes and all my clothes and things like that. So it will really give me a chance to condense my stuff down, organise all that, and then like doing a move from his house straight into the house we buy, it's going to be so much easier. There's so many pluses. I think, to be honest with you, I did actually make a list on my phone when I was thinking about all of this, and I was like, pros and cons, and literally the only con was that I'm like downgrading my lifestyle. And yeah, it's going to be a bit of an adjustment moving into a smaller place, but I mean, a 2-bed semi, there's enough room for 2 people. Do you know what I mean? It's just because I've been so used to living in a bigger place. So it's something that I'll get over. And like I say, it's only going to be short term too. So yeah, do you know what? I'm really, really excited. Like, I don't know if I've already said this, but I feel like if I'd have made this video a week ago, there'd have been tears in this video. I was so emotional, like sitting there thinking about leaving this place. It made me, like, to be fair, it still does get me a bit emotional now because it was a big thing, me moving in here. If you guys have been with me for this long and remember me moving in here, I feel like the last 3 years have been just such a crazy time. You know, when I first moved in here, I had just started like full-time on YouTube. I'd handed my notice into Misguided, you know, my 9 till 5, and then very quickly I was like, I can afford to move out now. You know, I couldn't afford to get a mortgage because I had no books, and you know, I just, yeah, again, financially I wasn't in that place. Because I'll be very honest, I didn't start earning good money until I started doing YouTube. Like, again, having my 9 till 5, it would have been a very slow process of me saving money to get a deposit for a house. So yeah, you know, like YouTube has definitely enabled me to do that. Obviously, like I was saying, you know, moving in here was just such a big deal for me. Like, to be able to afford to rent somewhere as amazing as this on my own, like, it was just such a big thing. And obviously this place just holds such a special place in my heart, because it's my first place that I've ever lived in, and it's in a real place at that. And it's brought me so much peace in my life, like moving out of Leicester and moving into Nottingham. And yeah, like, it's just, honestly, it is so sad to be leaving here. Because also I'm going back to Leicester, which really saddens me. But obviously where Mitchell lives, it's not like, it's quite nice where he lives, to be honest. I don't feel like there's many dickheads around there, to put it blunt. So yeah, like, I'm going to be absolutely fine living there. And also, it's literally not far back to Nottingham anyway. Like, we are so close to Nottingham, so I will still be spending a lot of time here. You know, my gym membership's still here, so I'm still carrying that on and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be fine. It's all good. But obviously, yeah, I feel like I'm absolutely chewing your ears off. I'm rambling now and just telling you my life story. I feel like I'm just sitting here with a cuppa, just, you know, spilling everything. But yeah, I'm gonna like try and wrap this video up, because it wasn't meant to be this long. It really wasn't. It was just meant to be like, yeah, I'm moving into Mitchell's. That is the end. But I feel like I've just gone into so much more detail. Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't tell you. So basically, obviously with Mitchell's, like I say, I'm moving into his. It's a bit of a lad's pad. You know, he did buy that place with his ex. But I'll be very honest, it is not up to my aesthetics at all. And that's probably like, it probably sounds really nasty me saying that. I'm sure you girls can relate. Like, lads are not asked about their decor. I mean, some guys are, but you know, your typical lad, they're not really bothered. As long as they've got like a bed, a sofa, and it's fairly like livable and stuff, they're not really too bothered about, you know, cute little candles and vases and flowers and things like that. So obviously one of my conditions of like moving into Mitchell's, I did say, you know, if I move in, I want things just sprucing up a little bit. Like, again, typical lad thing. So he's got a 2-bed house, but in his bedroom, it is so dark. Like, he's painted all of his walls dark grey, dark carpet. And for someone like me that obviously loves interior and knows a little bit about interior, doing that is like the worst thing you can do when you've got a small space. Like, it just makes it so much smaller. Like, the best thing you can do is do like light walls, light carpet, and it opens up your space. So yeah, I've kind of said to him, I want to just spruce everywhere up, fresh lick of paint, like new carpets here and there. Obviously, you know, for him, he's kind of been like, obviously not bothered. And also at this point, you know, he's not been doing anything like the last 2 years since I've been with him, because his focus has been moving out, which obviously I understand. So he therefore don't want to put like money into spending it on his house to do up, if that makes sense. So I get that, but obviously now circumstances have changed and I'm moving in. You know, I want it to feel like home. Like, I want it to have a little bit of my touch on, because it is going to be my home for however long. So yeah, we've already made plans to do like little decorating, alterations, you know, just lick of paint here and there, carpet, new flooring here. So not things that are going to be like really costly. But yeah, I'll shut up about that, because I have actually started a whole new vlog going in like through the ins and outs of like what we're doing, and taking you guys around his house and sharing and showing you that. So I guess that's really exciting as well. Like, I'm excited about that. Like, I'm excited about a new little project on his house, and you know, like transforming his little 2-bed semi and showing you before and afters of how you can make it just a little bit nicer on a budget. So yeah, I've started actually filming that vlog, so that will be coming very, very soon. I am going to actually go now, because I feel like I've said all I need to say, and I am at this point just sitting and talking for no reason. But yeah, stay tuned for the moving vlogs, for like the decorating vlogs at Mitchell's house. You know, I know a lot of, do you know what as well, I think this is going to be like relatable content, because not everybody lives in a bloody 3-bed barn conversion with high ceilings, you know what I mean? I just feel like it might be a little bit more relatable, a smaller, normal house. So yeah, right, I'm gonna shut up. That is my news. I don't really know what else to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding why I couldn't tell you. And anyway, here is to the next chapter. I feel like the next couple of years are actually going to be really exciting now, because I feel like we're on the ball with things. I'm taking that next step in my relationship. I'm taking that next step into towards getting a house as well. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I shall see you all in my next video. Bye bye.